Hello and welcome to Calls Vapor Reviews. I'm come out of retirement to do a quick review for a vendor, and as my subscribers know, I sort of stopped reviewing back in October, November time due to time restraints really for myself, and I don't do a lot of reviews on this channel anymore. If I get more, I'm keeping it live, because if I do get time like now, I will do a product now and again. But thanks to all my subscribers in the past, and thanks to everyone who supported my channel over the 2 or 3 years that I did it. But today I have a review for the OBS V Tank, which is OBS's take on trying to compete with the sub-tank market, with the likes of the TF-V12, TF-V8, Maxo V12, Sense Blazer 200, etc. This was sent on to me by esig1.co.uk. I shall plop the link underneath the video to the product and to the coils. It comes in the OBS V Tank. I'll give you a rundown, and then we'll go. I'll plop the camera down and we'll have a look at it close up. Not much to see. It's a sub-tank. And then we'll come back up and I'll give you my thoughts on it. The OBS tank is a sub-tank, and it comes in 2 configurations. This is the standard configuration I was sent for the purpose of review, and the standard configuration comprises of obviously the V tank, which I have sitting on the Artery Mix 150, and then it comes with a spare glass, a long drip tip. I'll show you that in a sec. It comes with one V4 OCC coil, one V8 OCC coil, and one V12 OCC coil. Now, if you buy the RBA deck configuration, it will probably come with just 2 coils and 1 RBA coil. But you will be able to buy the RBA coil separately at a later date. But if you own the TF-V8, because this is, I'll tell you off the bat now, this is compatible with the TF-V8 coils. And obviously if you've got the TF-V8, then you've got the RBA deck, so you can use the RBA deck coil in here off from the TF-V8 and vice versa. The coils are very similar, but I'm off the bat, this is by default it comes with the V4 coil installed. That's the coil I've used. I'll show you the other 2 coils. I shall update the video when I've used the other 2 coils, because obviously I've been using this now for a couple of days, this coil in here, and I shall update the video with annotations, or I'll do a separate video if I've sort of give you my final thoughts on it. This is sort of like a first look at this, and I shall update with another video later on with like what the coils are like, etc. If I had any leaking. I've had no leaking so far. Used it, like I say, for just over 24 hours. That's just at 90 watts. I'll go through what the coils are as I show you on close up for each coil. Now, in the box you'll get some vape bands and a spare glass tank. You get a instruction manual. You can read that. There you go. That's the instruction manual. It's probably easier for me to just show you here actually, rather than just go and do a close-up. Then what you'll get is you'll get 3 coils with this package. The V4's installed, and then in the base you'll get a long drip tip, which you can see here, and then you'll get 2 coils, 2 more coils. They're the other 2. There's another, I think there's 4 or 5 coils in the range. I'll tell you in a second. So long drip tip. Massive drip tip. What I believe they put this in for, into the package, is for when you're using the a high wattage, just to cool it down. But it does look rather silly, to be fair, and I don't think I'll be ever using that. So, but it's there. It's, let me just check if it's a 510 connection. No, it's not. It's a normal, it's a proprietary drip tip. So 510 drip tips don't fit in the top there. It's wider. The tank is 5.2 mil capacity, and it, like I say, this comes with the V4 pre-made coil, the V8 pre-made coil, and the V12 pre-made coil, and one user manual. The RBA coil and the V10 pre-made coil are optional extras. This tank from esig1.co.uk is currently available in silver and black, or stainless steel and black, and it's $26.99. And the coils, I'm just going to check the coils for you guys. They are a lot cheaper than the TF-V8 coils, even though the TF-V8 coils cross over with this. For a 3-pack they are $8.99, regardless of if you buy the V4, the V12, the V10 or the V8 coil. So they're $8.99 and you get 3 in a pack. Now the coils, the V4 coil that's installed in the tank by default is a 0.15 ohm coil. It's 120 to 260 watts. And then they do the other coil. The other one of the coils in the pack is the V8 coil, which is also a 0.15 ohm coil. All the coils actually are 0.15 ohms, but they have varying ranges of wattage. The V8 is 0.15 ohms, 90 to 180 watts, and the V12 coil is 0.15 ohms, 60 to 150 watts. So the V4 coil, they say, is rated to the highest. So just down to setup that is, and what gauge wire they're using. There's, like I say, there's 3 coils in the box, and that's it for. Let's go back. So let's have a quick vape on it. There's a big plane going over. Flavour's really good. I must comment, for a sub tank, the flavour's good. I only have the airflow halfway open. If I can show you that, I only have it sort of just under halfway open, because it is really airy. But it can be a bit whistly, as you can hear. Wide open. It has got a stopper. I'll just take it off and I'll show you. I'll show you up close. So that is the tank. OBS engraved in the top. It does have a little, underneath the OBS, you can see that little white dot. When you slide it open, that's your fill. It's top side fill port. So it's top side filling, and it does have a big opening now, a real big opening. I can fit this type of dropper in without any spillage, believe it or not. And then on the base we have some just CE markings designed by OBS, and then the V sign for the V sub tank, and it has a, do not put these on hybrid connections please. It does have a gold plated 510 which is fixed. It is insulated inside, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 airflow holes. They look like, let's just give a measure. Let's put my focus back. let's just give it the airflow holes a measure, see what you're getting with my vernier. So they're 3mm deep by 7.8mm wide, so you've got 4 of them. The drip tip bore inside is 11.5, on the outside it's 15. Inside the tank hole at the top is 10.29, and that's what it goes. That is not tapered down in any way whatsoever, so it's 10mm all the way down through there, which is good to see. Sometimes they taper off quite a lot inside, down to like 6-7mm. The tank itself, diameter wise, is at the base, the very base, it's 24.5, and around the glass area it's 25.5. It is marketed as a 25.5mm tank, and right on the top it has a few. It's 25.6 right at the top. It has varying all the way down because it has little indents around here, but the main part of the tank here where the glass is 25.5mm wide. So, and that's the tank. So what we'll do is I'll unscrew it. Nice thick glass. O-rings obviously you've got in there. Let's just give this a little wipe because I've just had juice in it, just to like I say, I've used it for a day or so. But it's only a first look, guys. Not a full-blown review, although I'm coming across as though it is. But obviously I'll update, like I say, in a further review with the coils. Now, this V4 coil is a dual parallel coil. And look how wide that hole is in there. That hole, which is the airflow hole, it has masses of airflow. If I just get the vernier on this again, from wire to wire, it's 9mm, so it has a 9mm opening. If you take the coil out, it has the 510 gold-plated connection, which is bar style, with masses of airflow, as you can see. So there's very little restriction there. There's a bit of condensate in the base. You'll always get that. So before we put the coil back, I shall just wipe that out. It's not juice. People think it's juice, but it's condensation. These big sub tanks suffer from condensation in the base. I've had nothing leaking out of this at all, not from the O-rings or anything. So what we'll do is we'll screw that back in. I'll show you the V4 coil up close. Let's get zoomed in a little bit. There we go. So that's the V4 coil up close. You can see the dual wraps. It does state, it's hard to see on this camera here with this light, OBS. This is their V4 coil. But like I say, the TFV8 coils. There's your 510 connection. Bit juicy. Always make sure these O-rings around here, this O-ring around here is present when you buy the coils, and it's sitting nice, or else you'll get leaking. And then the vape bands, yeah, you get one vape band, which is a thin vape band with V on and OBS. And then you get 2 spare O-rings. Then you've got this is the V8. They call it the V8 because it has 4 dual coil slots. Which, if you've used the TFV8, you'll know what this is reminiscent. It's reminiscent of it down to the threading, and you can, like I say, use it. So not much to show you really. And then the V12 coil that you get in the package. They all come individually wrapped. I'm staying out of focus, sorry guys. And that's your V12 coil. Now when I've used these all these coils in this pack, I will update with it fresh with another video and title it as a updated OBS V Tank review, mainly because, you know, I'd be waiting for quite a number of weeks before I reviewed it, just to use up the coils, if you know what I mean. So I shall update later at a later date. This is just to get a first look out to you guys, to give him off the, you know, out of the box experience. So we'll put them away, and then we shall just set it back up again. So it's a simple case. Let me just wipe this coil because it has been a bit juicy. I always like to just dry them up a little bit before I put it back in again. So it's a simple case of screwing it in. Obviously with these type coils you need to make sure that they are properly primed before you start firing them. And I'm using some Dark Star bottle shot Athena, which is something that you mix yourself. And then this has had juice on already, so I'm just going to put a bit on. So you just prime make sure all that cotton's all soaked up. Get your glass top section, press and turn. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Just press and turn. They are dead simple tanks to use. And there's a stopper on the airflow either way, and then what we'll do is we find the little white mark. I'll show you that up close again. It's underneath the OBS sign there, and then we lift up, and that is a wide opening. Let me just measure that opening for you, because it's a lot wider than I'm used to with OBS. It's 11.75mm wide. Oh. And it's 5mm deep, so it's 11 across and 5 deep, 5mm deep. Let's go back into focus again. There we go. So I'm using manual focus, guys, because the autofocus plays up from time to time. What I'll do is I'll fill it up with this. This is the type of, you know, these are reminiscent, these tops of not working in a lot of tanks for filling up purposes, but this goes in dead easy. You don't have to close the airflow off at the bottom with there. I mean, you can do if you want, but I've had no issues just filling it up regardless of where the airflow is. And that's it. It holds, like I say, 5.2mm, and then you just close it down nice and slow. My fingers are juicy from picking up that coil. And then I'll screw it onto this mod I'm using it on, which is the Artery Mix 150. And then I'm at 90 watts, which is where I've been liking the V4 coil. As you can see, these tanks, all of them, they produce stacks and stacks of vapour. I'm going to go up. This is only a 200 watt mod, so I'm going to go to 120 just to show you. 120. Might get a bit foggy in here now. Airflow's fully open, so let's go up to 150, 150 watts. Let's just show you. Don't know what the roadworks are like outside. Crikey. 150 watts. I couldn't vape at that all day, to be fair, but like I say, guys, with these kind of things, the tanks, all these big super tanks, just be careful of your surroundings. when you're blowing this kind of vapor around. We know it's not harmful, but to the uninitiated, to the uninitiated, it can be a bit. So this is a 150 watt mod. Did I say it was 200 watt? So that was at its max, but I think 150 is too much for this. To be fair, I like it around between 85 and 95. Really, that's it. This is at 95 now. Airflow fully open. I like to close the airflow down and use it at 90. It's more of a flavorful vape at 95 watts, and I can turn the airflow down a bit to make it a little bit warmer. It's a little bit cooler, obviously at 95 watts. No problems with wicking. It's been working flawlessly, to be fair. But I can't make a comparison with the V12 or the Max, the TF V12 or the Maxo V12. I can make a comparison with the TF V8, and I think it's better than the TF V8. The top fill system, the top side fill system is great. No messing around. There's no white disc to go all manky or anything in it. The airflow is a lot more on this than it is on the TF V8, fully open. It just has, let me just get the TF V8. It just has wide. The TF V8 has two sort of slots, but I have had some leaking problems with the TF V8. Don't know why, but this, as of yet, I've had no leaking problems. Like I say, any updates to this tank, I'll show in a separate video. And that's the OBS tank on the Artery Mix 150. I only have a couple of regulated devices. Now my other regulated device is a Kodama, which is also 150 watt mod. So I haven't got one of these high wattage mods to test it on. But that's the OBS V Tank from esig1.co.uk. Thanks to esig1 for sending this to me and Shane over at esig1, and hope you've got a sort of a quick overview of what the OBS V Tank is like, and I shall see you very soon, hopefully, if I get time to do more videos. But like I say, my video channel, YouTube channel that you've clicked on to view now, there's lots of videos on there that I've done previously. I'm not looking for subscribers. I'm just trying to help people out with the odd new product now and again, if I get time to do it. But I am admin on the Approved Vapors Facebook group, and the admin team there do a sterling job, and I do a lot of live feeds on there now through the being on the admin team, and I show a lot of stuff out on. I show a lot of product on there, help people out on that group now. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in a future update review for the OBS V Tank. See you later.